So this video is about looking for calm in all the right places. It's delivered by Sligo Leader Partnership under the SciCat programme. And my name's John Graham. So most of us are doing things in order to feel better. Yeah, most of us are doing things in order to try and feel a certain way. Whether that's more happy, more confident, more relaxed, more peaceful, or something that we class as nice. I'd imagine that the reason that you're watching this video is to try and feel more of a certain way, to learn what you need to do in order to feel it more often. If I said to you, you could have any feeling from watching this video, what would it be? You can pause the video if you need to, just to think about this. And if you have a bit of paper beside you, write it down. But if you could have any feeling from watching this video, what would it be? Okay, so if you've done that, we all like to feel good. The thing is that most of us have been looking in the wrong places for what will give us that feeling. Now, what this does is it just takes up time, it delays us feeling how we want to feel, and it also uses up an awful lot of energy. It's a bit like looking for your lost keys. I've got front door keys, which are always kept, or almost always kept, in the same place. So if they go missing, what happens is I'll go to other rooms, but I'll always keep coming back to where I normally leave the keys, or where everybody else in the house has said the keys are. Keep coming back to that same spot, even though they aren't always there. What that does is it builds up frustration for me. I might even get angry because I can't find what I'm looking for, even though that's where I've been told, or that's what I believe they are. So rather than look for it in lots of different places, I just keep going back to what I've been told, whether I'm telling myself or others have told me. And this is exactly the same with feelings. We've been taught throughout the years by our family, by friends, by the media, TV, books, magazines, on films, that we need certain things in our life in order to feel a certain way. Or we need to change things in our lives in order to feel a certain way. Or we need to achieve certain stuff in order to get that feeling that we're looking for. So thinking back to how you want to feel on a regular basis, if I could give you that feeling, what are the things that are stopping you from feeling that way? What are the things that you either have to have more of in your life, things that need to be fixed or changed or improved in order for you to feel more of that way that you'd like to feel? So again, you can pause the video while you do this. If you have a bit of paper, write it down. And if not, that's okay. Okay, so if you've done that, now you'll have what it is that you'd like to feel more often and all the things that need to be different in order for you to feel that way more often. Now, how much time do you prioritize how you would like to feel, and how much time do you prioritize what needs to be done in order to feel that way? So which one would you prioritize more? The how would you like to feel, or what's the stuff that you need to do or needs to be done? Most of us are going to focus on what needs to be done, and how we want to feel generally just gets put on the back burner. Now, we might get little blips of the feeling that we're looking for when we either achieve this thing or we change it or it's no longer in our lives. But then what's going to happen, because we're looking for how we want to feel in stuff outside of us, that we go back to looking again because it's what we've been taught. So let's explore this further. So what I'd like you to do is to think back to when you were a child, a little kid. Did you have a favourite teddy or a dolly or a blanket or anything like that? I certainly did. I had a little teddy. Now, when you had that thing with you, how did it make you feel? What are some of the words that you could use to describe how you felt when you had that with you? And if you can't think of yourself, it may be another child in your family or a friend's child. If they had their favourite blanket, dolly, teddy or whatever, what does having that make them feel? So generally the words that I would get back are safe, loved, content, secure, happy. Now, a lot of the feelings that we're looking for still as adults. But what was that object made of? Might have been wool, might have been silk, might have been polyester. There might have been a wee bit of plastic in there or glass or even some stuffing. Can a bit of stuffing give you a feeling? Can a bit of stuffing pass a feeling on? No, of course not. No, the illusion is that it made you feel a certain way, but in reality it was you who allowed those feelings. Now, eventually, what might happen is you grew out of it. It might not have. You might still have your teddy or your blanket there. But generally, a lot of us will grow out of that. And we start to look for those feelings in other places. And generally, it'll be in relationships. If I could just find the right person, then I'll be happy. Or if I could just mend this relationship, then I'll be more content. Or having a certain amount of money in your life. Or getting promotion, or your health, in terms of staying healthy or being really fit, hobbies, being really good at your hobby, body shape, being a certain type. Now what happens is we start to say, if I could just change these things, then I'm going to feel happy, content, loved, secure. I'll feel better, because that is what we've been taught. And that's what we've taught ourselves. The illusion is that it comes from these things, when in truth they don't. No, we could change some of those things, but it doesn't mean that you're going to feel good from it. Sometimes you might, sometimes you might not. The truth is, as I've said, it can be a temporary high. But all we're doing is really delaying that good feeling. So why not aim for that good feeling, to prioritize that, and then go for changing all of this other stuff in our life? Because if we can see the feeling's an internal thing, then we can go make changes in our life fear-free. We can make improvements in our relationships, improvement in our health, improvements in cash, in work, in where we live, and all that sort of stuff, fear-free. Okay. So, what I'd like you to do is just to get comfortable. So we're going to do a little bit of meditation now. So whatever comfortable is for you, and you can have your eyes open or your eyes closed, completely up to you. And all I'd like you to do is just to put your attention on your breath. So just to start to notice your breath. And this is part of a lot of the meditations that we'll do in this series. So whether it's noticing the air passing over your mouth or your nostrils, or it might be the rise and fall of your shoulders, your chest, your belly, wherever you notice body movement, but just to start to notice breath. And if your mind wanders off, starts to think about other things, that's okay. That's what it does. All you do is, when you've noticed it's wandered off, just bring it back to gently noticing your breath. I'm not trying to change anything. I'm not trying to improve breath, just noticing what we notice. And it doesn't matter how many times you get distracted, how many times your mind drifts off or where it drifts to. When you notice that it's drifted off, just bring it back to breath again. And in your own time, just to start to put more attention on the breath coming from mouth or nostrils. So just to start to put your awareness there. Start to put more attention on the out breath. So it's not about concentrating hard, just to have a gentle bit of attention on the breath as it leaves the body. And then with each out breath, pay less attention to that and start to become aware of the space right in front of your face. So just to get a sense of the space in which the air which leaves your body is passing into. If your mind wanders off, that's okay. There's nothing you can do about that. But when you notice it's wandered off, just bring it back to noticing the space right in front of your face. Just notice how that feels. And now just realize and notice how that feels. What words would you use to describe how you're feeling at the moment? For some, it might be relaxed, more calm, at peace, sleepy. And that was only a few minutes of meditation. Nothing has changed in your life. All the things that perhaps you were waiting to fix, change, or improve that you put on your list, they're all still there. So if you can experience peace or calm or relaxation just now, it shows that those aren't the things that need to be changed in order to feel the way that you want to feel. That this feeling of peace or calm or relaxation or happiness is there at any time if you want it. So, what I'd like you to do, we're going to explore this further in future videos, but what I'd like you to do is just to notice again the things that you're holding off that good feeling that you're looking for. What are the things that are stopping you from getting there? And to notice how much time you're actually spent thinking about them. And just to see them for what they are. They aren't the creators of your feeling, even though the illusion is that they are. To play with meditation, so just to do that breathing exercise again, to play it back if you want to have it guided, and to notice how you feel. as I say, in future videos, we'll explore this even further. But thank you very much for your time, and I'll speak to you soon.